Hello, good evening. Welcome to another free online English class from me, Matt Berland. Thanks for joining me this evening. My name's Matt Berland from perlandtraining.com, and I'm here to talk about one of our free downloadable books that you can get from perlandtraining.com. And it's called Talk a Lot Elementary Book 1. Let's have a look at it here. I'm just going to check this video is working. Look at this here. I'm just going to check this video. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So I'll show you how you can get it. First of all, you need to go to the website. It is at perlandtraining.com. Okay, so you go to the website, click on the link on the top line is free books. Free books, download 26 free books, actually 27 now. And you can download them in one download if you want. That's here. But if you want to download them individually and choose which ones you get, then you can do it here. Just scroll down a little bit and you can see Talk a Lot Elementary Book 1. There's also Book 2, which is very similar, along the same lines, as it were. Book 3 is a bit different, but it's maybe a little bit higher in level. There's Talk a Lot Elementary Handbook, there's Talk a Lot Foundation Course, Intermediate Book 1, and Book 2. So there's a lot of Talk a Lot books out there, which you can download, all free and in the public domain. So that means you can even use them commercially. If you want, you can print out copies of the book, put together, make some books and sell them at the market or in a shop, wherever you want. You know, you can adapt the books, you can download them as Word documents as well, which means you can find them and edit them, take out what you don't like, add something which you do like, add some pictures or photos. You know, the world is your oyster, really, with Perland Training materials, free and public domain, and a lot of books here, but we're focusing on Book 1. Let's have a look at it. Okay. So let's have a look. Talk a Lot Elementary Book 1 by Matt Perland, that's me, by the way, is a complete spoken English course for elementary level students of English and ESOL. Download it today and learn English for free. So it's a complete course with 10 units in it. Featuring brand new and unique learning method. But anyway, you can read it yourself. There's a bit photocopiable, 100%. You can photocopy it, all of it, if you want, your heart's content. How can I get this book? You must be asking yourself now. Well, there are no strings attached. You don't have to send me your email address, like some books. Free stuff is asking. You don't need to sign up. You don't need to be on a mailing list. You don't need to do anything. Just click the link here, or you can see the cover of the book now. You can click the download is here as well. This does the same thing. if you're on mobile, then you should click the link above, really. We're going to click that now. And it's Talk a Lot Spoken English course. This is one of my favorite books. What I think one of the best books that I've written. It really was a start of something exciting. As well as being a writer of materials, I'm a full-time English teacher. That's how I've made my money over the years, for about 20 years or nearly 20 years, by teaching, not from writing books, but by teaching. But I always need some new materials. And so I often write those materials. And I started writing this one, Talk a Lot, and really it came from the work that I was doing. I was working in Poland, in a small village setting with students, and I had long lessons with them, about 2 hours, I think more than 2 hours in one session. Well, maybe 2.5 or 250 even. And it was extraordinary. So I needed some materials that would really spread out and last for that time. I'm going to put the link in Facebook chat, just while I remember. Yeah, one moment. So in the comments here. Okay, now you can get it if you want straight away. Jump in and get it. Okay. Oh, we've gone a bit funny. Okay, it's gone back to normal now. Don't worry. Don't panic, anyone. So this is Talk a Lot Book 1. There's an introduction here, how to use the course outline, lesson outline. It's a serious course. You know, this is 10 lessons or 10 units. You could do it over 10 weeks or over any number of weeks that you decide. There are all sorts of things here. It tells you how to do some of the activities, or no, how to do all the activities. And then they're split up into the activities. So we've got sentence blocks, discussion questions, which I think is self-explanatory, role plays, which I'm sure you know about, discussion words and question sheets. So I'm going to talk about those a bit more. And vocabulary tests. In the second book, there are slightly different activities. In the third book, there are a lot more activities and different units. It's maybe for pre-intermediate level, but the high end of elementary level. And lesson tests. There's even an end of course examination there. Answers are provided. So everything is in this book. Everything is provided. I'm going to move to the hard copy that I've got on my desktop. This is really great, a really great book. Sorry, but I have to say it myself. Lots of people have given me feedback about it, which was positive, I have to say. But this is, from my point of view, I've used it so many times. I've used it time and time again with my students over the years. And it never lets me down. The activities are long, but interesting and useful, very useful. Let's just start with the sentence blocks. This is an activity that we teach to students, or students have to learn on this course. Oh, now I can see who's watching. Sorry, yes. Welcome, Gurpreet. Hi, that's great. Diana is here. Piotr is watching, and Angelika. Nice. Did I say it correctly? Nice to see you. Thank you for joining me. Sentence blocks is a wonderful activity. Students do it in pairs. One of them says the first line, then the next one says the second line, then the third and fourth, fifth, sixth. It keeps going. For example, Peter walks 2 kilometers to his office every day. Elicit the question, who? Who walks 2 kilometers to his office every day? Peter does. Peter does. Does Peter? Yes, he does. Does change the who? Does Jonathan walk 2 kilometers? No, he doesn't. Jonathan doesn't walk 2 kilometers. And so on, right? Sentence blocks. The same with different tenses. Of course, students can make up their own sentence blocks. If you've got beginner level, you could make the very easy sentence blocks. Like Peter walks every day. Peter walks every day. That's it. Who walks every day? Peter does. But they still need to learn does in present simple at beginner level, right? Does Peter walk every day? Yes, he does. You could also make it harder with harder sentences. Sentence blocks is one of the activities. It's wonderful. There's a lot of information on my website about it, how to do it. I'm not going to make a long, I'm not going to do a long lesson tonight. So let's go to the next. Why? I got something to do. What have I got to do apart from this? Nothing really. But then we come to discussion questions. Hand out, photocopy it, give it to your students. No, eco-friendly. You could show it on the screen, write it on the board, ask your students to write it on the board, ask the students to write their own questions on the board about town. Yeah, let's get them doing the work. Do you live in a town or a city? No, a town, a city. Tell me more about where you live. Well, I live in blah, 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 blah. Speaking activity, 20 minutes, half an hour for the sentence blocks. Feedback in the group. You've already done an hour's work. Can you see what I mean about the long, filling the time? Feedback from this. You know, what are your questions about town? Write down some questions. Check the question, make sure they're correct. Error correction, that's another 15 minutes gone. You know, your 90 minutes is nearly up. Maybe some games as well, and it's over. The lesson's over. We haven't done everything, but it could be twice a week. Why not 90 minutes twice a week? I love it working with this book, with this course. Talk a Lot Book 2, Elementary Book 2, it's the same kind of thing. Different units. Role plays maybe a bit harder. Excuse me, where's the train station? A foreign tourist stops to ask you to ask for directions to the train station. They don't speak English very well. Ask for directions. Agree to go. you don't have to do this, but you could do an activity based on this story. If you've got beginner level students, then you do something like eliciting and working with them to get the grammar together for asking and giving directions, asking for and giving directions, right? That's it. You just lower your aim, really. You just lower what you want to do, your goal. So there are role plays here. In the second book, in book 2, there are information gaps instead of role plays. Role play extensions, more ideas. There's loads in this book. It's been used many times. It's been downloaded, I think, over 1 million times over the years. A lot of people, downloading it. Maybe you will download it today. I don't know. You don't have to. It's up to you. You don't have to. There's no obligation here. No sale. Nothing for sale. It's free. Role plays mood chart. I'm feeling. You could do the role play with a particular mood. So you may be asking for directions, but you're feeling happy. Or you're feeling angry. So you do the role play with one of these moods in mind. Yeah, good fun. A lot of fun here. We like fun. This is the activity that really takes the time up. It's called discussion words. And the idea here is you print it out, ideally on a piece of card, like a thin piece of card. You cut up the cards, put them on the table face down with a group or with a pair of students or with an individual student if you're doing an individual lesson. And there's loads of activities you can do. So these are mentioned in the book, in the Talk a Lot book, what you should do with them. The idea is to learn vocabulary. One of the ideas is every student takes a few cards and they have to pick a card from their hand and describe the thing, and the others have to guess it. Simple activity. So it could be Q, and they're saying, oh, it's something outside a shop or in a restaurant, and you wait in line. Is it Q? Yes, it is Q. Thank you. So on to the next person. But there are lots of other activities. We can focus on the word stress, the stressed vowel sound. Which words have the same sound? A, sail, scales. Any more? I can't see any more. But, this kind of activity, which words start with a consonant letter? Which words have a consonant digraph, two consonants together? Like ch, checkout. Checkout's got ch and ck. Loads of things we can do with these. If you've got, say, 4 or 5 small groups of students, they each have a set. And you just say, okay, run to the board. Tell me a word starting with T. They run to the board. Ooh. Tail. Yes, you've got 10 points or 100 points if you're generous, or 1 million points if you are, extravagant. Up to you. It's fun, but we're learning vocabulary. Pounds. What does it rhyme with? Write it on the board quickly. Come on. Yes, sounds. Could be. Anyway, the activities are listed on the next page, on the following page, if I remember correctly. There are all sorts of questions for this activity. How many words have one syllable, two syllables? Put the words into alphabetical order. You know, this takes ages. This is a real time drain. It takes the time. This is what I'm saying about this course. It's good for teachers. You know, we don't want to have loads and loads of short gap fill exercises in the book. And then, teacher, I finished it. Teacher, I finished. Well, good that you're using present perfect. So it's probably, they probably wouldn't say that at this level. Well, they might. I might be doing a disservice to them, doing them a disservice. But they love it. They're all crowded around, you know. No, this goes here. No, this is here. This one's here. This word is here. Yeah, using determiners. This. It's part of the lesson. Anyway, loads of stuff for them to do. Who scans my products after I've chosen them? Who is it? They're looking at the words. Who is it? Who is it? Cashier. Yes, cashier. Where can I sit down and have a meal? Looking at the words. No, they can shout out. They can run to the board. The idea is a speaking course. It's not writing. We're not doing the course book. Sorry, but the course book can be done for homework. Why not? This is a reading book, right? This is something to do at home on your own. Yeah, that's what I believe. Anyway, what am I given after I've paid for my shopping? Change. Very good, Matt. Have 10 points. Well done. So there's one set for each unit, if you like. Health, we've got transport, family. Make a family tree out of these words. No, there's loads that we can do. I've done it so many times with this book and the second book and the third book. So useful. We've also got intermediate at 2 different books, but not so many intermediate students, right? The more elementary, beginner, elementary, pre-intermediate. So this is useful. What else is there to look at? Vocabulary tests, simple tests you could print out, give them to do in the lesson. At the beginning of the lesson, maybe using the previous week's words, which they've learned, of course. Write in your first language. You could make it edited using the Word version from perlintraining.com. Edit the book and you could put it in your first language and they have to write it in English, of course. Do it your way, as the saying goes, the slogan. Yeah, so we've got the test, vocabulary test, lesson test for each unit. Something to do when you finish the unit. Maybe spend a whole week or 2 weeks working on one unit. Bring in stuff from home. The students bring fruit and vegetables from home and talk about them. Show and tell, for example, during the food week, food unit. It's up to you what you do, really. But you can augment it, you can spin it out as long as you want, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 4 sessions, 4 90-minute sessions per unit. It's up to you what you do with it. But by the end, they'll be using the sentence blocks, they'll know the vocabulary, they'll have done a lot of discussion. Students want to speak in the lessons. Often they're not allowed, they're prevented because they have to do tasks like reading and gap fills, which they can do on their own. You know, if you're in the class with 10 other students or 20, 30, or however many, You should be speaking with them, not sitting there silently working while the teacher drinks a cup of coffee and does some marking. You know, I've been there. I've I've done it, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to admit it. But I've been there. Of course, it's convenient for us if the students are reading their books for 90 minutes, right? Verb form practice, so more sentence blocks here. I don't know what else I can tell you about this book. This end of course exam. You can make your own exam. Use the Word version, edit it, do what you want with it, really. This is really nice book. Some people already have been printing their own versions, selling them online on different websites and so on. You can, it's a public domain document. It's free. Nobody wants any money from you for this. Even if you're selling it down the market, do it. Do what you want. Yeah, this is for you. This is all for you. It's all for you. Certificates, blanks, again, edit it how you want. Just a suggestion. And then we've got answers there, so you can follow, you know, the sentence blocks, what they should look like or sound like. What else? Different answers for the discussion words. You can also use the sentence block sentences to practice sentence stress and connected speech. I do, and I have done, and I will do. I will continue to do it if I want to. You know, here's an example. Sentence stress. So Peter walks 2 kilometers office every day. These words have stress. The words in gray do not have stress. So we say them quickly, more quickly, like twiz, twiz, to his office. To his office every day. Twiz. Yeah, twiz. Not to his. To his office. No, to his office every day. Peter walks 2 kilometers to his office every day. But where's the stress? Kilometers, office, every day. Yeah, we're waiting patiently for the bus at the bus stop opposite the church. Yeah, wonderful. We're waiting. We're waiting, not we are, not we are. We don't stress function words. Not usually. We're waiting patiently for the bus, for the bus, at the at the bus stop opposite the church. Yeah, we don't hear this silly short sounds because we're not listening for that. We're listening for these words and the stressed vowel sound every time. Wait, page, bus, bus stop, church. We're waiting patiently for the bus at the bus stop opposite the church. Yeah, let's do it. Use it for sentence stress. Do it together with the sentence blocks so they say it correctly. Yeah, we could drive to the lake and go fishing. Wicked. You don't need any more than that for function words. We could drive to the lake and go fishing. If you want to know more about this, you need Talk a Lot Foundation course. Another Talk a Lot book, free, public domain. Yes, it is. Believe me. Do you believe it? These are the verbs you can learn in this book. Write down in your first language. Write them down, yes. Feel, find, finish, fly, and so on. That's all really. What else can we say? These are the discussion words with the phonetic symbols. I think it's really useful. I think it's really good. It's one of the books I've written which I'm most happy with, most proud of, because it became a template for a second book. It's almost the same template, just with information gaps, but different units, of course, different vocabulary and sentence blocks, etc. But it was a template. Then the third book came along, and that was even more stuff to do in each unit. Book 3, slightly higher level than the first 2 books. Yeah. Phonetic symbols, anyone? Anyone? A blank page? Anyone? We always have blank pages in books. It's good to have them. Maybe not in a PDF book, you don't really need it, but in a printed one. Anyway, that's me back in the olden days, not many moons ago. Comments from website visitors. Wonderful. I like a lot this kind of format. Thank you. And I found the materials very accurate and useful. I'm a teacher and you will help me a lot. Thank you, Gisela in Spain. Thank you, Gisela. Wonderful resources for my students. It means I no longer have to tear my hair out searching or making one up. Making one up. Congratulations and thanks, Joanna in England. Thank you, Joanna. I think they're both talking about my resources in general. Yeah, so I recommend it. Go and get it. Download it, have a look at it. Use it with your students. It's everything here. You could do this complete 12-week spoken English course. It's all explained, all materials, instructions, and answers are included. Everything's in here. Brand new and unique. You've never seen the sentence blocks. Discussion words method. Yes, discussion questions we know about. Role plays, we've done it. But this is something different, something new. Learn and recall questions. This is the sentence blocks. Questions, answers, and negatives using 8 common verb forms. 400 vocabulary words, 400 plus, 100% photocopyable. What's not to like? You know, you could produce your own version of this book. Maybe increase with your own materials and sell it. Do what you want, you know, put a barcode on it and you can do whatever. It's free, public domain. Enjoy it. The author and sole copyright holder, that's me, of this document has donated it. I've donated it to the public domain. I don't want it back. I'm never going to ask for it back. Anybody can use this document for commercial and non-commercial purposes. So it's for you, it's all for you. And you. And you. So thanks for watching. I hope you found it interesting, a little bit interesting. Go along to the website if you would like to at berlintraining.com, and you'll find this book. It's easy to download. Any questions? Do you have any questions, please? No. Okay. So here's the main link. If you're on mobile, this is the best link. This works if you're on the desktop. Not sure about tablet, but it's there, you know. Don't forget all the other books, free books for teachers. but also for students, whatever value you get from it. I wish you well. I wish you the best and hope you'll enjoy it and be able to use it. Thank you for listening to my monologue. Well, I just wanted to share this in a more specific uh, way with you. So that's all. Thank you very much. See you next time on Facebook Live by the power of Zoom for another free English class. Bye for now.